আমি বর্তমানে ডিভিশন 2 আছি, আমাকে 1 তুলে দিবেন প্লিজ। মনে তুলে দেওয়া যায় ভাই, কিন্তু সময়ই পাই না ভাই। দেখো আমি অনেক দিন পর ভাই গেমে ঢুকলাম। ইনশাল্লাহ ভাই সামনে আমি দেখি একটা ট্রাই করব যে এক একজন করে ডিভিশন 1-এ তুলে দেওয়া ট্রাই করব সবাইকে। এই দেখো ভাই আমি খেলার সুযোগই পাই নাই, দেখছো 2টা ম্যাচ খেলছিলাম অনেক আগে, সিজন শুরু হওয়ার আগে। তুমি আমার ইয়েতে কত পয়েন্ট, কততে আছো তুমি ভাই? সোহান ভাই তোমার পয়েন্ট কত? 1600? লাগে না। তোমার স্কোয়াডের ইটা দিও তো, তাহলে দেখতে হবো। যদি স্কোয়াড ভালো থাকে তাহলে বেশি সময় লাগবো না, কয়েকটা ম্যাচ খেললেই হয়ে যাব। তুমি স্ক্রিনশট দিও আমার, ওই যে ডিসক্রিপশনে দেখো তো মনে পেজের লিংক দেওয়া আছে আমার পেজের, তো মনে যায় আমার দিও। আমার এখান থেকে কি বেশি নয়েজ যাইতেছে? আমার ভয়েস কি ঠিকঠাক যাইতেছে নাকি আশেপাশে আওয়াজ বেশি যাইতেছে? ভাই কে আছো ভাই? ও ভাই মেবি তুমি মেসেজ দিছো। এক মিনিট দেখতেছি। হ্যাঁ ভাই দেখছি নক দিছ, তুমি দিয়ে রাখো, আমি পরে দেখতেছি। আমি একটু ম্যাচ খেলি, আমার ওরকম সময় পাই না, তো একটু ম্যাচ খেলি। দেখো তুমি স্ক্রিনশটটা দিয়ে রাখো, তারপর তোমার টিমটা দেখে বলি। ভিউ 2জন ভিউ করতে, টিম তো ভালোই তোমার, খারাপ না। কি প্লেয়ার পুরো দেখলাম না। নর্মাল প্লেয়ারের কাছে হাইরা যায়। সোহান ভাই তালহা দেখ তো লাইভে ভয়েসটা ঠিক আছে নাকি, নয়েজ যায় নাকি?
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
আর দেখ তোর
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's away. Thuram! Goal! Breda! And Breda are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
টাইম যে দেয়া থাকে যে 10 বার ঢুকতে পারবো এতবার ঢুকতে পারবো না এই জিনিসটা হলো বেজার করে ফেলছে
And this is Kane.
আমার দৌড়ে
NAC Breda leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's on the finish.
Very goal. Live.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Kane. Camavinga. Oh, well measured. Beckenbauer. Tries to pass it through.
Latency live.
And it's Messi. Camavinga. Looking for the run. And that should get the job done. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Aimed beyond the defence. Out to the left it goes. Decent progress down the left. Pressure coming in from all directions. Guardiola. Xavi Alonso. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga, and that's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Forlan, tries to play it through. Look at the tries a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
NAC Breda are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's on, takes a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. Xavi Alonso plays it short, and he's cut it out. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And we've reached half-time. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Breda certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
NAC Breda are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Position.
Camavinga. Fernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Vardiol. Now it's Mpabbe. Fernandez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
ঠিক আছে boys bro.
Tries to get it clear.
Dire.
Now it's Forlan. He's through here.
Nice throw.
And he's big chance. Must have a chance.
Yes.
Just cruising. They are cruising.
এখন ভাই সব থ্রো
And the
পাসের
lead
খেলা
is
থ্রো মারলেই
extended
গোল
still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
NAC Breda find a position of real strength now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
না খেলা দেখি নাই
He's
তো
got away.
কি অবস্থা খেলার ঘুম থেকে
And he's
উঠলাম ভাই
picked it up out wide.
খালি সারা দিন ঘুমাইতেছি আজকে খালি নামাজ পড়ি নামাজ পড়ে
Cross
আসি আর
deflected
ঘুমাই।
over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game.
কি চেঞ্জ করবো চেঞ্জ করার কোনো কিছুই নেই আমার অলরেডি চেঞ্জ করা যায় আর কারে এটারে করা যায় ঠিক আছে না ব্রো কি অবস্থা কি অবস্থা রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ কে হারলো জিতলো কে বার্সা ইজ রিয়াল ব্রো নাকি রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ ইজ রিয়াল এই যে দেখো একটা ট্রিক্স এই ট্রিক্স তো কাজে লাগলো না তখন এটা দিয়ে বেশিরভাগই গোল পাওয়া যায় বুঝছো 90%
Forlan goes short.
আরে ভাই
Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence.
বেটা দাদু নাটক করো কেন
And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, this looks sharp. Forlan, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Forlan. Fernandez. To Havertz. Great vision. To threaten the shot. It's hit the upright. And yes, it's there. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Havertz. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Modric. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's a fine interception. Danger averted for now. And it's Forlan. Camavinga. And Paz. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's an imaginative pass. And that will be the final act. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is...
বেশি নয়েজ যায় নাকি দেখ, বেশি নয়েজ। নয়েজ। সোহান ভাই আছে নাকি গেছে?
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best.
He's gone for goal! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Alexander-Arnold. Neymar. Now it's Torres. And this is Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That has ended up in no man's land. Darren Fletcher, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. He's had a shot! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Forlan. Looking tidy in possession here. Thuram. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Raul. And that's been won straight back. And here's Torres. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's a little loose. And the pass is intercepted. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Raul. Now it's Forlan. And this is Raul. Chance to deliver. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And the keeper beats it away. He's tried one. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to clear it. NAC Breda have the chance to go the other way. It could be in here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
NAC Breda, the happier of the teams. It's Neymar! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some really good ball movement. Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's played in. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Neymar. Oh, it's come loose. And the counter is on. And he's worked it through. And this is Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Forlan. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? He's and Torres! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Torres. Torres! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Neymar. Passing nice and neat.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism.
And Messi! He's got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Desperate defending required here. Cleared away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Forlan. This looks promising. Neymar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre.
And a chance! Goal! Breda! And Breda are in front. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Pete.
And he shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
NAC Breda leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar! Oh, what has happened here? And now they can clear their lines. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's one-on-one! Can he finish? They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
NAC Breda are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out brilliantly, and it's played in. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
NAC Breda find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rijkaard. Scholes. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rummenigge. Great ball, and he's in. Tries a shot! Scholes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shot, surely! And he hits the net! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So is this the start of a... And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cannavaro cuts it out. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
NAC Breda head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And we're underway again. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. And it's Conte. Thuram. He could be in. And the shot! He's got a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And that really is so impressive. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Neymar. Now, what about a counter-attack? He can run onto that. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. Neymar.
রাকিবুল ভাই 1v1 ভাই আমি খেলতে পারি না ভাই
Neymar! He has done it! They're back within reach! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
খেলমু অবশ্যই খেলমু
So, just a consolation,
আমি
or
একটু
is
পুশ
there a way
দিতেছি
back from
আমার
here?
পুশ
And
শেষ
that's
হোক
been
তারপর সবার
intercepted.
সাথে কাজ
He
করব
read that really well and
রুম
stopped
খেলবো
it.
নি সমস্যা নেই
Conte.
এই জি 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 মেসেজ দেখতে গেলে
And here's Batistuta.
আচ্ছা সমস্যা নেই মেসেজ দেখতেছি এক মিনিট
Well, it didn't look good for a while,
Right,
but
he
that
didn't
was
look
brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in
যাই তো
store.
ভাই রুমে একটা জিনিস পুরাই
He's got away. Goal kick. No,
1v1
no, I
খেলবো ভাই
stand corrected. It's a
2v2
corner.
2v2 খেলবো একদিন
Size really
সবাই
matters,
নিয়ে
and it's
2v2
time
একটা
to
গেম প্লে
make
খেলবো
it matter now.
ইচ্ছা আছে রেগুলার বার্সেলোনা ভার্সেস রিয়াল মাদ্রিদ
Punched away.
ভাল লাগে 2v2 খেলতে ভাল লাগে ভাই ভাই ডিসকর্ড
Tries
আছে
to
না
pass
ভাই
it through.
সবাই
And
ডিসকর্ডে
now
আড্ডা
a
দিব আর
sudden
গেম
chance
খেলবো
to counter.
ভাই কি ডিসকর্ড আছে
Tries to play it through. And this is Kante. And he's managed to get free. And he's got tall. Oh, taken
ডিসকর্ড
with
আছে
style.
তিনজন মনে দেখতেছি খেলা না আর কে কে ভাই আছে
And they
সারা
are
যাও
cruising away. It was
সমস্যা নেই ডিসকর্ড
wonderfully
নামাই নিবা
efficient.
He did
একসাথে
so
সবাই আড্ডা
well
দিব আর
there,
গেম
attacking
খেলবো
the ball the way he did. He got a strong
2v2
forehead behind that one.
ঠিক আছে
NAC Breda blast themselves into
ভাই
a
কি সাপোর্ট
3-goal
করে
lead.
বার্সেলোনা নাকি
He's shifting through the
Real
gears
Madrid.
here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence,
সমস্যা
though,
নাই,
able to hold
নামাবা।
on this time.
ওটাই তো বললাম
Conte, the man that is tenacity personified. David Villa. Conte. Modric. Forlan. Plays a sharp little
Rumi,
ball here.
Rumi,
Oh, he's
Rumi.
bustling through here. Oh, shooting chance. No
বার্সা
mistake.
ওকে বার্সা একজন বার্সা পাইলাম আমি আর
Over
কে
the
কে আছে
hills
তিনজন
and
খেলা
far
দেখতেছি আমি
away.
দুইজন ভাই কি
No
সাপোর্ট করে
catching them now.
ও বের হয়ে গেছে পোলায়
That really is
The
quite
Barca versus
fabulous.
Real Madrid
All
film.
his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
এখন রুম খেলবা আমার সাথে পুশ দিতেছিলাম সমস্যা নাই যেহেতু খেলতে চাইতেছ একটাই ভাই খেলবো কিন্তু ঠিক আছে আমি তো পাই না ভাই সমস্যা তো এটাই গোল টোল বেশি দিও না মান সম্মান রাখো লাইভ স্ট্রিম করতেছি বুঝতেছই তো মান সম্মানটা রাখো ভাই নিজের ভাই বাদার মনে কইরা ছোট ভাই মনে কইরা গোল টোল কমাই দিও রাকিবুল ভাইয়ের বাসা কোথায় ওই আচ্ছা আচ্ছা রুম কোড নাও আমি এখানে মেসেজ করে দিয়ে দিব নাকি নাকি তুমি তুলবা আমি মেসেজ করে দিয়ে দিতেছি 17 34 আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে সব কিছু ওকে নরসিংদী ও আচ্ছা নরসিংদীর পাবলিক ভাই আসতেছি কিছুদিন পর নরসিংদী ঘুরতে ভাই টিম কেমন ও ভাই টিম নাইস কার ডব্লিউপিটা কে জানি পুরাই ফুল অ্যাটাকিং আল্লাহ জানে গোল জানি কয়টা খায় রাকিবুল ভাই গোল টোল কম দিও ভাই বারবার বলতেছি
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
Fallen! They want to be quick to recover this.
আমি আউট করে দিলাম কোনো কথা
Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
হিরো ডাবলটা এমন করে কেন
That's an imaginative pass. Tries to play it through. That is good alertness.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, the ball's gone astray. Plays a sharp little ball here. And a chance! Goal! Breda! There is the breakthrough. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Ajax are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Neymar. Maldini tries to clear. Searching pass he's played there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Can he get on the end of this? NAC Breda do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that.
Chance! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Breda! Into the lead once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's Van Basten! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn it.
Thuram!
Oh, damn.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now it's Forlan. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's gone long. Caceres. Now it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ajax with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi finds himself offside. Forlan. Xavi Alonso. It's Thuram. Well seen.
Oh,
Saw that
good.
coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. Guardiola going full steam down the flank. Guardiola. Cross
देखो
into the
कितना-
box.
अरे भाई हेड दे
Baresi can get it clear.
ई भाई
You've got to throw in.
मॉडर्न हेड দিব না
Alonso.
এই ডাবল টাচ লাগে না
Xavi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence.
Van Basten!
नाइस
Goal! Ajax! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
अरे
Clinical.
Oh,
Just
true,
clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him,
Yeah,
Peter.
yeah.
He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Ajax take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Guardiola. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Maldini getting this one clear. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, it's come loose.
মানে পরে
And he's heaved it away. There's the whistle for half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
That gets things going for the second half.
Breda can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew it.
Can he finish? He scores! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
ভাই
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
ডাবল টাচ একটা যদি
And he plays one through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
গ্রিপই পাইতেছি না ভালো করে ডাবল টাচ
Xavi Alonso. He's gone for goal! Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Rummenigge duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
এই যে দেখো
Well, I
ভাই,
admire players who do
এরকম
that
তো বাজে।
because they just don't give up on anything.
ऐसे तो नहीं होता bro, ऐसे तो
NAC Breda go into the lead.
one
And
touch
things are
punch
much healthier in their favour.
Clear
Mind
the
you,
deal,
you
did
would have
not
thought that
end,
when the
but-
last one went in.
রাগটা যে ওঠে।
Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players
এত
stay up
দূরে
front
কে?
all the
ভাই
time.
তুই।
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's
মিথ্যে
plain and
হার খেতে
simple.
গেছে ও মনে হয়।
Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly.
দাদু ডাবলটা আছে ইয়াস এডি দাদু এসে তো
He's having a shot! It's there! And with that, he takes home the match
ডাবলটা যে
ball.
কাটাই ফেলছে তারপর দেখি
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
কি হইল রাকিবুল ভাই কি চেঞ্জ করতেছ এত
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Yeah,
fact. NAC Breda take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
গেল দেখে মরে দেব দেব ঘরে এনে যাও ঘরে এনে দাও
Rijkaard. NAC Breda, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next subs. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, it's come loose! Rummenigge with the cross.
হল্যান্ডে
That should get the job done.
বলে হেড মেরে
NAC Breda have got it back and they'll have another go. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. And that's a throw-in.
এই
There will be a throw-in. And it's Forlan. Guardiola. Haaland.
আরে
Owen. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa Curta. Throw in.
নিচে টুক করে
Maldini.
ভালোই লাগে না
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. And that interception was most
Nice.
necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played out to the left flank.
কত সুন্দর রিচ করে বল
Now it's Van Basten. Mpabbe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Maradona.
এই
Shapes
বল
to
কেমনে ব্যাট
shoot.
করে?
Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Ajax have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Guardiola. Now it's Forlan.
এই যে এত
Back
বড়
into
pass
the middle.
হয়েছে।
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Guardiola. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's got to be a change. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's found a way through. And the shot!
কি রে হলেন? কি বাজে ভাই।
Oh, terrific
হলেন কি
save from
গান্দের
the
মধ্যে
keeper.
খাইছে মনে হয়।
Really looked sharp
Purai.
there, didn't he? That's
Chale
very
yaar.
well played.
There you
Shot
go.
a goal!
Oh, शाबाश।
Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their
এই
foes.
ছয়াম, এই যে ছয় দিচ্ছে, এই যে
Rummenigge
আরেকটা,
at
আরেকটা,
his
আরেকটা,
razor
রুমি,
sharp best there.
শাবাশ রুমি।
That's
There's the shot!
আরে রুমি, রুমি রে।
And with that, the final whistle.
নাইস,
What a
রাকিবুল ভাই,
terrific
খুব
response
ভালো
it was to
খেলছো ভাই।
adversity.
সেই।
What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy.
আমি
That
বাজে
was so
খেলতে
very,
পারি না।
very good. Rummenigge walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what...
ভাই আর খেলবো না, আর খেলবো না ভাই, আমার ই দিতে হবো আরেক সময়। ভাই আর খেলা যাবো না, একটা ম্যাচই খেললাম, এটা কিছুদিন পর আমি সবার সাথে খেলবো। আমি পুশ দিই ভাই, সময় পাই না আমি, রাকিবুল ভাই। ইনশাল্লাহ সবার সাথে খেলা হবে। আর কই ঢুকলাম আমি, না খেলতে খেলতে ভুলেই গেছি কই কি। পোস্টার্স দেই, ডিভিশন, ঠিক আছে ভাই। অনেক ভালো খেলছো রাকিবুল ভাই, সিরিয়াসলি অনেক ভালো খেলছো। কিন্তু এই ফরমেশনে বুঝছো, তোমার যতই গোল দাও, গোল খাওয়ার চান্স বেশি থাকে। তুমি গোল দিতে পারবা, চান্স পাবা, কিন্তু গোল খাওয়ার ইটা বেশি থাকে, চান্সটা। যদি তোমার বিয়ারা থাকতো ডিএমএফ, তাহলে ঠিক আছে ভাই, বিয়ারা একলাই কাপায় ফেলতো নিচে। এই ফরমেশনটা হলো তোমার জন্য অনেক পারফেক্ট, কারণ আমার যে মাঝখানে তিনটাই সিএমএফ অর্কেস্ট্রেটর না, তোমার মাঝখানে থাকে বেশি, তো বল পজিশনগুলো দেখবা যে আমি পাইতেছি বেশি, উপরে উঠতেছে নিচে নামতেছে, কিন্তু এমএফ তো বেশিরভাগ একটা গেমে থাকে। খেলে ভালো লাগলো ভাই প্রচুর। আরে ভাই এটা কি টিম পজিশন কেন আগে বলবে আমার কাছ থেকে কি বেশি নয়েজ যাইতেছে ভয়েস বেশি শোনা যায় নাকি গেমের সাউন্ড বেশি শোনা যায় বললাম মানে গেমের সাউন্ড বেশি নাকি আমার ভয়েস বেশি নাকি ঠিকঠাক আছে মানে বাইরের আওয়াজ কি বেশি যাইতেছে বাতাসের আওয়াজ কি যায়
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his caliber and cleverness can do that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's hoisted clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in, and he's in on goal. And Messi! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Nicely weighted ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And a chance! Goal! Breda! And Breda are in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the face-to-face, and he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Easy goal.
Now here's the terrific header. No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That has been cut short. And it's Forlan. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Forlan. The ball goes in. Big header!
Nice.
And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. NAC Breda are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He can run onto that. Goes for a shot! And it's there! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about.
Yare,
Excitement and
এটা কোনো
entertainment.
কথা ভাই?
And the shot!
এই নাটক
He
ভাই,
has done it!
এটা কোনো নাটক? পুরাই খানে এই নাটকটা তো ভালো
Some
লাগে না।
heroic goalkeeping,
Right, well,
but even
game.
that couldn't
No,
save
no,
them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid,
No,
and
we
it's
never
obviously
did.
etched
Team
in his
Kelvin.
mind now.
Barcelona
Hobe
playing for
never
pride
did.
here. The match surely beyond them.
অভিনয় করে পেয়ে
And he's gone looking for safety.
নাটক ভালোই করতে পারে।
Rummenigge knocks it into space. And he's found a way past. Tries a shot! And he hits the
কি
net.
একটা ফাউল গোল খেলা।
Just
হেড
cruising!
দিছে ভাই,
They
বল তো
are
এনে শুইতে
cruising!
এখন বল তুই পায় নিলো
And
তো
that
চলো।
really
ও
is
চেয়ার তো
so,
কমানো।
so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The
Super
run
buena
was
ball দিয়ে দিল ওরে।
explosive, the finish exquisite.
It's become a case of men against boys. And we hit half-time. Well, what a half they've had.
Half-time,
Cruising to
wow.
victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
NAC Breda have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. Here we go again then. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Picked out Messi! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And that's a... And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he's managed to get rid. Rijkaard. So what can they make of this? Ball is over the line. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. And it's Guardiola. This looks promising. And no, that was never going to make it. Guardiola clears.
Welcome to stream.
Forlan. Messi. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Guardiola. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Saliba cuts out the pass.
যা
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
আর কত গোল খাবো, 5টা খেয়ে গেছে। হুদাই লিভ নিয়ে চলে যাবো, খেল লাস্ট পর্যন্ত লিভনেসকে। জানি লাগে সব বার্সেলোনা নাকি ভাই? পৃথিবীতে মনে বার্সেলোনা বাইরে গেছে। এটাই তো ক্রস খেলবো সামনে। 1v1 হাফিজুল ভাই, খালি চ্যালেঞ্জ দেয় মানুষে, খালি গেম। এটা কোনো কথা ভাই? খেলবো ভাই, অবশ্যই খেলবো ভাই, ডিভিশন পুশ দিতেছে।
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
আমি আসলে ভিডিও বানানোর জন্য সময় পাই না, তো এই জন্য ভাবলাম যে
can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Scholes gets a foot in here. Distributed tidily. Played back into the centre. Oh, really good feet. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And he was alert to it. De Bruyne.
হাফিজুর ভাইয়ের বাসা কই?
That's a cute ball. Maldini makes the interception. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could... And the shot! Goal! Breda! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
It's Alonso! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Hazard. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Deftly away. And it's De Bruyne.
Or dribbling.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing... Mpabbe! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Beckenbauer clears it away.
Breda really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Beckham. And here's Beckham. Xavi Alonso. Rummenigge. Now that's well seen too. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's worked it through. Caught offside that time. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
NAC Breda are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And a shot! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. NAC Breda are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Baggio. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. Now he's off and running. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Scholes. And they can counter here.
Breda are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Back to within 1! Interesting! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that was very necessary. And they're back on the ball again. And that's really well manoeuvred. NAC Breda finding their passes. Neymar. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has found the way through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the...
Roberto Baggio! And that would have been game, set and match.
Roberto Baggio has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper is pulled...
Guardiola! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
It's their second corner of the game. Xavi Alonso with the short one. Thuram!
Hey.
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
সময় নিয়ে আমার দরকার ছিল।
Rummenigge. And here's Neymar. Adams spots it and intercepts. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Beckham.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Thuram. And it's Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's taking no chances there. Looking for options for movement.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. Chelsea upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's
Rummenigge. Can he finish? Goal! Breda! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Guardiola. Thuram! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops. It was... And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
NAC Breda, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Breda really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Flings in across.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Forlan. Can he get it through? Goes for goal! And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rummenigge. Thuram. Shot, surely!
That... এই গোল দিদি
De Bruyne. Adams
ডাবল
clears.
ফিনিশিং এর দরকার ছিল আবার 100%
And that's been won straight back. Your
My
impression
idea,
so far,
also.
Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Adams. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And it's Kukçu. Alexander-Arnold. Ball played for Kukçu. James. And this is De Bruyne. And he's had a hit!
আল্লাহ
So close to drawing level.
De Bruyne absolutely
Raju bhai.
knew he could ill afford to miss that.
ও রাজু ভাই
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Kukchu goes steaming forward. Knocks it out wide. Has crossed into the middle. And De Bruyne! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line.
कैसे हुआ कैसे हुआ ও ভাই এসএস 3টা ওকে ডিএমএফ ভাই ফুল অ্যাটাক আমার কোবাবো আজকে শেষ একদম চাক চাক করে দিব আজকে কোবাইয়া ভাই যে ফরমেশন নিয়ে আইছে লেংটি মাইরা নামন লাগবো দেখা যায় কোবাইয়া লাগবো একেবারে আজকে
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the midfielder...
Kamada! Oh, what a real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Nunez at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
NAC Breda are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now that's well seen too.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. And it's been played through. Shot at goal! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Key by do. Bye.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Adams gets over and intercepts. Forlan tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kamada distributed tidily. Well read, nice interception. And that has left him in a heap. Luis Muriel could try cutting inside here. Gravenberg gets across to intercept that. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race. Oh, it's fallen kind. Here.
Sound
Big
off
relief,
la
it
bhai.
just needed better contact.
He'll be annoyed with himself
Sound to ঠিকই আছে
after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Eder Militao, well seen, saw that coming. Nicely shaped ball, pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard, that's a sharp pass. Guardiola is wide and looking to get onto this.
কই dribbling করে
Approaching
ভাই
half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Adams spots it and intercepts. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Has a shot!
ভাই
He's beaten the keeper, but hit them this time, surely!
ভাই
And he was there to get a vital touch.
শোন ভাই কথা
Really
শোনো না
anticipated that well, didn't he?
bro
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared without hesitation. NAC Breda have the chance to go the other way.
যদি
Thuram
ভুল না হয়
tries to play it through.
Hi
Rummenigge
there.
gets flagged offside.
এত সুন্দর উপরে উঠাইলাম
Not the most accurate pass. And we hit half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick
Sean
themselves
Ryan,
up
hello.
from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
হুদাই ছড়ে তুমি দাও এইগুলো ভাজে গোল খাইতেছি ভাই পুরো
Right
ভাজে
card.
গোল খাইতেছি
Now this could be a chance. NAC Breda needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nicely weighted ball. And that's been slipped through. Luis Muriel was alert to the... And he shoots! They've done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. NAC Breda get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Corner number 2 then. Brobbey goes short. Incoming delivery. Big header!
Bye.
He has done it!
Oh, goal kire.
2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Borussia Dortmund go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, nicely intercepted. Danger averted for now. Trossard receives it in a wide position. And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You kind of
shapes to shoot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just eases him off the ball. And that is a little undercooked. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And there's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. 5 minutes to add. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Xavi Alonso looking for the run. Colomwani receives it in a good position here. Oh, good looking ball. Rummenigge. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable.
भाई के रूम खेलबा आसो एक लास्ट मैच रूम खेला जाई के आसो ना के ब्रो তিনজন খেলা দেখতেছে কেউ রেসপন্স করে না ব্রো কেউ রুম খেলবা খেললে আসো কেউ রুম খেলবা, খেললে আসো এই দাও, রুম খুলতেছে। কেউ খেললে আসো, লাস্ট একটা চার্জ নাই, ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেললে হারমো এখন। কেউ নাই নাকি? এই ব্রাদার, থাক আজকের মতো এখানে ক্লোজ, কালকে আবার খেলবো। আল্লাহ হাফিজ বাই ব্রাদার, টেক কেয়ার।